The Big Show with Night and Day for the best milkshakes, thick shakes, and super thick shakes.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this glorious Tuesday afternoon. It is the 28th of January 2025, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
I think I'm too high
Yeah,
there.
you were all over the place.
It's quite a hard... Well, I wasn't all over the place.
I mean, it was a shocker. That was terrible.
That was a shock.
Yeah, I mean, it was the worst I've ever
It was
heard.
pretty good.
It's all good, Keyzie. It's all good, buddy.
In
Thanks,
future, I
Jase.
think you've got to go second, remember? We're going to get you in second.
Okay, Jase, can you go, man?
No.
Go on.
Hey, Mogi.
Yeah, man.
God, you're looking good, mate.
I
How's life?
appreciate that, brother. You're going grouse, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. Another beautiful day in the city of sales, isn't it, Indy?
Indy.
Pretty happy to be alive today, Indy. It's a beautiful Tuesday, Indy. Everybody else has had a long weekend except for us because we're backbone.
Well, everyone else in Auckland and Northland and Bay Plenty.
Yeah, that's right. So
We're
everyone.
total backbones.
Yeah.
Keyzie, he's 70% today, as he
Yeah.
said, coming into the office. So you're better than his 30% yesterday.
That's true.
Slowly and incrementally getting right, aren't you, Keyzie?
Yeah, I'd just like to apologise for yesterday's show.
Yeah.
I was a shell of myself.
Yeah.
Today, I still am, but not as bad.
Sure.
But if we just pause like that after I say anything, it's gotta seem like I am still a piece of
Well,
shit.
also you haven't shaved either, which makes you look like a POS
Sorry.
as well.
You guys both haven't shaved either.
No, but generally you do.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the difference.
Like a
That's
little
the difference.
baby face sort of action
Yeah,
going on,
yeah,
Keyzie.
yeah.
Big day for Keyzie too, by the way, his anniversary.
Yeah.
Fellas,
This break
seriously,
is already so full on.
seriously, and I'm not joking,
No.
I'm not being a smart ass, I have got intensely itchy nipples, and
Yes.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
So can someone text me on 3483 and let me know why my nipples might be itchy, because it's freaking me out a little bit. Also, we want to find your catastrophic wedding stories.
Yes.
If you've got any catastrophic wedding stories, text us 3483, give us a call, do whatever you want.
0800 Hauraki is the number, by the way. Everyone that texts in the draw for a $50 night-and-day voucher.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Geez, a bit of Billy Idol there, eh, fellas?
Yeah.
Fans? No fans.
I love a Billy Idol, bit of Billy Idol.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, nice.
Absolutely, man. Rebel Yell, White Wedding. Tunes.
Yeah, they're all right.
Hot in the city.
No, I don't mind a bit of Billy myself. Hey, now listen, just very quickly before we get into wedding chat, what's going on with my nipples there, Keyzie, on 3483? I've got intensely itchy nipples.
Well, what-
Are they lactating?
No.
What about
that's-
if you squeeze them real hard? I used to have that. We give them a bit of a squeeze and there's some white discharge.
Well, that's the main thing that's come through on 3483 is people are saying you're about to start lactating.
Oh,
Right,
really?
okay.
Yes.
Does it?
On 3483. And what you've also done is try to set up a wedding chat sort of situation on the radio, and then instead it's been massively overshadowed by nip chat.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
And
okay.
who do you reckon's sort of at the receiving end of a lot of the nip chat?
Look, I didn't mean, genuinely, Keyzie, I didn't mean to
Okay.
make it about your sauces and your meat patties at all, I promise.
Maybe-
I was genuinely concerned about my own itchy nipples.
Maybe Jace's nips are trying to telepathically communicate with Keyzie's.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that could be.
Jace, your nipples are itchy due to catching huge areola nippleitis off Keyzie. Jace, you might be lactating. Get Mike to give your nipples a pinch. See if any milk comes out. No problem if not, as Keyzie produces enough for the whole office.
Is that just as a side issue here, is men lactating quite common, is it?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Did
And
you
is it
have a
breast milk?
sympathy? Well, it is. Did you have a sympathy breasts when your wife was with child?
Mate,
Is that what happens? Wow.
Yeah. I
you
had a couple of double Ds. I
Wow.
was rocking. Yeah.
so did I, man. I was running a hell of a cleavage. Sympathy buzzies, they call it, don't they?
Well, how come Mike's went away but yours stuck around? Another text here on 3483. Keyzie's meat patty nips have infected your nips, Jace, possibly through nip-on-nip contact, or you're pregnant.
Well, one thing I know for sure is that my nips haven't touched your nips,
Wow.
which is surprising given that they're so massive and so close to where I am.
I feel like you're having a go.
You haven't been rubbing your nips all over the sort of studio sort of desk or
You
anything,
haven't
have
been
you?
sharing backbone T-shirts, have you, fellas?
No. We haven't been sharing backbone T-shirts.
Okay.
But I do feel like you're going in on my nips, Jase. I thought it was a positive.
It is absolutely, and genuinely, Keyzie, I didn't mean to make this about your nips.
No.
Right.
Look, and we were going to get into wedding disaster chat, but because you've waylaid us there with your nipple chat, we'll have to do that in the next
Sorry,
break.
so that was my fault, was it?
Yeah, totally.
So what are you trying to do with this wedding chat here? So disaster stories, people getting steamed, that sort of thing?
Yeah, well, I was thinking about you being at the wedding over the weekend and, making a fool of yourself, and it made me think of the time I made a fool of myself.
Oh, yeah.
And weddings are notorious for people making fools of themselves.
It's true.
So I want to hear those stories.
3483, text them on through, get yourself in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher. You can also call us on 0800 Hauraki.
That's true.
So good. Bit of Led Zepp.
Tune.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, yes, indeed. Radiohead there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 4:24. We're about to talk about wedding disasters, fellas. And there's something about weddings, isn't there, where there's always someone at a wedding that creates utter chaos and havoc. I've certainly been guilty of that in my time, and certainly seen a bit of havoc over the years. If you've got that particular story, text us 3483 and tell us all about it.
That's right. You can also call 0800 Hauraki. $50 night and day vouchers are going around for all those who get stuck in. Well, you're in the draw anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I went to a wedding, and a good mate of mine he was. Good mate of mine, the fella there, and actually both of them good mates. And went along, bloody good wedding, really great. It was about midday, I think.
Yes.
And it went well, and it went all night. But at around about 11 o'clock, I was sitting on the tables that just sort of edged the dance floor there,
Yeah,
You know me,
classic.
mate. I'm not much of a dancer, old mogie.
Oh, you can cut some shapes.
Anyway, having a yarn there, I sort of cast my eye across the dance floor, and I said to my mate, what's going on with your old man there? The father of the groom.
Oh, wow.
And I said, what's going on there? And he had a look over there, and there was his dad. His mother had gone to bed. The father's wife had gone to bed some hours earlier, but there he was hooking into his wife's best mate there in the middle of the dance floor.
Sorry.
And having the plainest of plain views
Yes.
of the entire wedding, and zero regrets.
Him
He
and the
wasn't bothered.
mum was still together at that stage?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. No, 100%.
That's great.
And so my mate went running over there. Dad, what are you doing? And had to pack him off to bed. Pissed up, a bit pissed up. This is the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, all the inhibitions are gone.
It's a day of love and the feelings are all there. And next thing you know, you're hooking to your wife's best mate on the dance floor when you're in your 70s.
So now as well, when the son thinks of his wedding, he thinks of his dad.
Hooking into this other person.
And not only that, when I think of his wedding, that's what I think of.
Yes.
And I know when his wedding anniversary is. So on that day, I'll text him and go, today's the day I saw your dad hooking into your mum's best mate.
Well, you also hear
He'll love that.
You also hear those sort of tragic stories of like the bride or the bridegroom, and the attending people there and stuff happening in that regard as well. It's like, do I really want to do this?
A lot of good stuff coming through on 3483. Pretty light-hearted convo we're having here.
Yeah.
Wedding disasters. This one just says, I never want to see him again. So that's fun.
Emotions can run high.
Oh, they do.
In weddings and marriages.
Yes, and they often, I think, because of that, people are often horny.
This one here says, there was a disaster of believing my wife's vows meant something. So this is great. This is that light-hearted radio chat that you're after.
Bit of much,
Just a nice bit of chit-chat.
Oh, wow.
Maybe we change it to, do you hate your former spouse? Text through on 3483. This one here is good. This is from Connor. Spewed up everywhere outside the venue, and then the bride walked through it with her dress on.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a bit more of the wacky stuff.
That's good.
Yeah.
Gary, one of my mates was shouting R.I.P. Kobe during the father of the bride's speech.
Oh.
Well, that's the other thing too, is the old speeches.
Yeah.
They can be shockers as well.
Oh, yeah.
People think they're being really funny and they talk like they're talking about their mate who's getting married. I tell you what.
He used to get up to all sorts.
Yeah, he was a real rooter, he was.
God.
You know, and I tell you what, a few of them are here actually. G'day, Janice, how are you? You know, thinking they're being funny bastards.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's not a 21st speech.
No.
It's a romantic, loving,
Yes.
you know, so some people blur those lines. Luke went to a wedding where the bride said no, then the dude got steamed and got with her mum. So that's the stuff we're after.
my God.
That is great stuff. Keep those texts coming on 3483.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah. Cheap trick there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. We've been talking wedding disasters and the texts have been pouring in on 3483. You've got another couple there, Keyzie.
Certainly do, Jase. Can I just confirm as well, it's wedding disasters, like people accidentally getting steamed and making a fool of themselves, not your wedding falling apart and your marriage
Well,
being...
it could be that.
Well, sure. I mean, it just doesn't lend itself to the kind of laid-back, fun-loving radio we like to do here, Jase.
Oh, I mean, that guy that's saying that, you know, about his wife and thinking that she meant her wedding vows. That was bloody funny.
I suppose it is a disaster.
It was really funny.
Yeah. One of the boys got a... Am I allowed to say that on the radio?
No.
Oh, okay. Something on the D floor by a bridesmaid at a club. How good's a wedding?
I can't even believe
Am I
you were
allowed to say
that you were contemplating saying that. Keyzie.
Why did I say no?
What do you mean? The stuff you've said over the years,
you can
Jay.
say that on air.
That's
Right.
not a wedding disaster either, Keyzie. I want to make that quite clear.
And can I also just confirm as well that the word was hug? Okay. One of the boys got a hug on the D floor by a bridesmaid at a club. Okay, that's what was sent through. My uncle tried to fight the best man at his brother's wedding.
Ugh.
That's cool. Fights
That's
at a
you
wedding.
wake up the next day, you feel good about that one.
Yeah, a bit of fisticuff action.
This one's good. I spewed on the mother-in-law at my mate's wedding. Massive backbone. See, that's good stuff right there.
That is a wedding disaster. That actually reminds me of one that my Uncle Roy had back in the day. Weirdly, back in the day, they would have, because people couldn't travel so much, travel wasn't so easy,
Yes.
they would have the hens night and the stag do's the night before the wedding.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened with my Uncle Roy. And he might have been best man, I don't know, but it was a stag do anyway. And they got their mate absolutely steamed to the point where he passed out.
No,
Classic.
Yeah, you would have heard
God.
about this sort of thing as well. So then what they did was they took him to the airport
Oh, my God.
and they chucked him on a plane, right? So that when he woke up the day of the wedding,
Yeah. Oh God.
he'd have to make his way back.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That is so...
And this was in the 70s, and my Uncle Roy woke up the next day, and it turned out they'd put him on the Mount Erebus flight.
Wasn't that the one that...
Yeah, so Keyzie, you want to make jokes about wedding disasters, mate?
You were
Oh, sorry, fellas. I didn't...
Laugh it up.
you were saying.
What was that, Jason? What was that, man? Sorry.
You were saying that his widow, she always dresses in black now and lives with her mum in Huntley.
Yeah,
Far out.
yeah. Is that funny, Keyzie?
Nah, man.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night. Day.
I mean, I think that higher register is home for me. Took you a while to find your tone there, Keyzie.
I still feel uncomfortable. Like, you know, that's not really me. I think, Jace, I think you're going too low now. What was your original?
No. Yeah, let's just forget about it, fellas.
Until 6 o'clock when we do it again.
Hey, you guys fizzing? I was just reading an article in the New Zealand Herald there, fellas. A few signings for the Warriors. You excited for the Wars coming up? How are the Wars looking this year, fellas?
Well, I tell you what, man, it's anybody's guess.
Right.
It's difficult to win a competition without a world-class halfback. I think we can agree on that, Keyzie. But one thing I'm looking forward to is hearing the Warriors commentaries again with the old mate Keyzie. He'll be back in the commentary seat, and I can't wait for that, Keyzie.
Yeah.
Some of your best work, brother.
Yeah, totally, man. Any signings you want to chat about, Keyzie and stuff?
I don't actually know if we are doing commentaries this year. I haven't heard anything.
What?
So.
Well, you would have heard.
Yeah, surely I would have heard. I mean, it'd be
if you
stupid.
weren't.
It'd be stupid to not have heard. You know what I mean, fellas?
Yeah, totally.
I'm pretty excited to have a couple of bench players from the Titans.
Oh, that's how good. The bench is so good for the Titans. That's what they're known for, is their bench, Jase.
They've got a really good bench.
Oh, got such a good bench. Well, they did until we got their players.
Speaking of benching,
in your face.
Speaking of benches,
Jim chat, here we go.
I bench pressed 150 kids today, fellas.
Nice, Jase. You nailed it, brother. Not even predictable at all.
Hey, now listen.
No, hang on. Let me.
I was going to introduce the fact that it's your anniversary tonight, Keyzie.
Yeah.
And that he wants the nation to be at a standstill.
Yeah.
And this is a serious moment. And be upstanding because you want to pay tribute to your lovely wife, Keyzie.
I would like to pay tribute to my wife next, I think. Not now.
Next.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
play
what
some
I mean.
tunes.
Have a couple of tunes.
But what I want to do is, I know that, the big show, you're taking the piss and having a bit of a laugh, whatever. I just want, for this one break, I'd like it to be serious so I could actually read a nice, meaningful, earnest poem that I have written for my partner.
It's not going to be lame, is it?
Well, I mean, it depends what your, idea of a lame poem is, Jase. I think it's really great.
Cool,
Does
man.
it rhyme?
It does actually rhyme. It's the only kind of poetry I know how to do.
Yeah, nice, man. Here's David Bowie.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yeah.
You finished?
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show. And very special day for Keyzie today. It's his wedding anniversary.
Congrats, fellas. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations,
2 years.
man. 2 years.
Keyzie. Thanks, fellas.
Keyzie. And before you get into the poem, can I just say one thing?
What's that mean?
Eyes to the front, Keyzie.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of tarnished it a wee bit, starting with that. But in all seriousness, fellas, we do take the piss, from time to time. We like to have a bit of a laugh, but I wouldn't mind just making the most of the fact that I am on the radio and that I am in a fantastic relationship there to actually, take advantage of this and read a poem to my wife. I've asked her to listen. And if it's okay with you guys, I wouldn't mind just parking the laughs and, taking the piss and all that.
We should get her on the line just to make sure she's listening.
No, let's not do that.
No?
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
That's all right.
But in respect to what you want, absolutely, Keyzie.
Okay, cool.
We'll give you that, buddy.
Taken Mike's advice and I've written a poem, fellas.
Yeah,
So,
beautiful.
Well, it's not my advice.
oh, hey, what?
I've got it,
Well, you said you did this.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah, so I thought that's a good idea. I'll just copy old Mogi
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, cool.
because his relationship seems pretty sweet. So,
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
I wrote my wife a...
Oh, hang on.
Sorry, Keyzie.
No,
but-
go.
No, I think she's still got them, actually. I used to write her poems all the time there. But that's good. Concentrate. No humour.
All right, here we go. This poem's called My Wife.
Mawave.
Okay. Guys.
That's just a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah,
reflex.
yeah.
That's just
That's a
instinct.
reflex.
Yeah.
All right. I'm so grateful to call you my wife. I cherish the day you came into my life. Through times that are good.
My wife.
Can you just...
That's my fault. That one.
Come on, Mogi.
Yeah.
Do you want to start again or do you want to...
I think you should.
Yes.
I'm so grateful to call you my wife.
Right. I'm so sorry, Keyzie.
It's torture for us, though.
Yeah, this is hard.
You haven't chosen your words wisely here, can I say
Yeah, no, I
that?
massively regret it. Okay, I'm just going to speed through it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm just going to crack on no matter what happens.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to call you my wife.
My wife.
I cherished...
Come on, Keyzie, hold it together, man. Your wife's listening to this.
If you're not going to take it seriously, man, then what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
I cherish the day you came into my life.
My life. Keyzie, for goodness sake, she's listening. Come on.
I'm sorry, babe. Hang on.
Yeah.
Through times that are good and times filled with strife,
With my wife.
I will always succeed because you are my wife.
My wife. My wife.
I love you, my wife,
wife.
and with you in my life,
My wife.
good times will be extremely rife.
My wife.
So
That's beautiful.
cheers.
Oh, was that
fellas.
it?
Yeah, thank you. No, just a little short and sweet one. So yeah, cheers for that.
Ah, Keyzie with a bit of a filth tune to try and get his missus over the line.
You know what, Mogi? Don't ruin
Be
what-
mine tonight.
That was a special moment, man, and you've ruined it.
Here's the deed.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, yeah. Green Day there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show. We're talking wedding disasters. And by that, we're really sort of focusing on, people getting really steamed and stuff like that and making tits of themselves. A lot of people have texted in, fellas, on 3483.
They certainly have, Jase. A lot of great ones. A lot of people ending up in hospital. A lot of stuff involving, the mother of the bride ripping her dress, or all this sorts of stuff. I got steamed at the hens party, tripped getting out of the taxi, had a cut nose and black eyes at the wedding. It was my wedding.
Oh,
So
dear.
you're right, Mogi.
You right, Mogs?
Bless
Yeah, I
you
just
there.
got started tearing up.
You're good, Mogs.
Yeah, I'm
Is that,
good.
is that what happens? You just get the hiccups when you tear up? No.
You've got the hiccups. This one's classic. My old man was a pilot in the Australian Army, and his army mates put the stag in a crate when he passed out, chucked him on a flight to Papua New Guinea. Took him 3 days to get back.
Oh, my God. Actually,
That's hilarious.
Got him good.
that actually reminds me of a story of my me old Uncle Roddy.
Roddy.
Yeah.
Old Roddy
In the
Hoyte.
old 60s, he was a farmer.
Oh, yeah.
And his best mate, they had the stag do, very similar to you, Moog, in the situation you were talking about earlier. And back in the day, of course, they'd do the stag do the night before the wedding.
Crazy, man.
And
That's
so they
crazy.
had this hoor of a party stag do in the wool shed. At my Uncle Roddy's sort of farm there. And then, of course, the bridegroom got completely steamed and passed out in one of the hay bales.
God,
and
here
the
we
fellas
go.
were like, hey, fellas. I think it was actually led by my Uncle Roddy, actually. He was a bit of a shit stirrer. He was like, hey, fellas, I got this great idea. Anyway, they got him on a boat that was going from like the South Island to the North Island.
Oh, my God.
So that when he woke up on his wedding day, he was in the wrong island completely.
Yeah.
What a shambles.
Yeah, it was a shambles. Well, it was a shambles, actually, because unfortunately the boat was the Wahine, which sunk in 1968 in the Cook Strait there.
Oh, I mean...
So is that what you're looking for, Keyzie, in terms of
Sort of, that's pretty
wedding disasters?
hardcore there,
Does that take the
Keyzie.
cake? I mean,
Yeah.
We didn't...
Well, I thought we'd stick to the lighthearted stuff, but...
there's this thing, A little bit of a joke there, a little bit of a joke can go wrong, and you need to keep that in mind.
Yeah, totes, man.
Hey, you fellas, Foo Fighters coming up shortly.
What do I care?
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Tom Petty there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon, the time 5:38.
Hey, just a big shout out to everyone that has entered the surf or turf competition over the summer here at Radio Hauraki. We are drawing that this very Friday.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy, man.
It
That's
is
where
crazy.
you can win a surfboard or
Or a set of golf
a
clubs.
set of golf clubs. Yeah.
That's right. So you've got a few days
It's been
left.
huge for us, that.
Text the word surf to 3483 if you'd like to go in the draw for the brand new surfboard, or turf to 3483 if you're keen for the golf clubs. That's cheers to summer and also cheers to super liquor.
Yeah, get it in you.
Fellas, it's been quite a monumental day, really, hasn't
Has it?
Well, just Keyzie reading his love poem to his
Well, it's my wedding
Yes,
anniversary. That's
yes.
pretty big.
his
yeah.
lovely wife on his wedding anniversary, and I got a bit of news myself, and I'm very keen to sort of get your views on it, actually.
Our views on your news.
Yeah, your views on my news.
Oh, yes.
Because I don't know if you guys realise this, I have a lot of respect for your opinions and for your thoughts, and you're kind of like my sounding board.
Yeah.
But
we're kind of like your friends.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, Keyzie. But a bit of an announcement, and it may come as a shock to both of you, backbones, but something I've been thinking about. I'm feeling really good. I'm in a good space. Financially in a secure place now and feeling pretty secure, and so I'm thinking of having another kid.
Wow.
Right, so that'd be kid number 5.
Yeah,
A baby one. You're
yeah,
not
just
gonna,
like a baby.
Yeah, but you're not going to adopt. Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Not at all.
Oh, sorry, a human, or are you getting like a goat?
No, I'm not
Fur
getting a
baby.
baby goat, Keyzie.
Fur baby.
I mean, you know,
You're getting a human
man
child.
makes love to woman, woman falls heavily pregnant with Hoodie J's spawn.
Right, and is your wife into this, or what's the deal?
What's she got to do with it?
Well, you've been married for over 20 years. Wouldn't your wife have
Is she going to be the mother?
Well, I mean, I haven't really spoken to her about that, but
Yes.
But you're feeling clucky.
I'm feeling clucky, and you know, whoever's keen, really.
Right. Well, wouldn't you check with your wife first? How old are you?
About what?
About having another kid. You want to have another kid. You're married.
Well, that's presuming I'm having it with her.
Yeah,
Yes.
right, okay.
As I
now we're
say,
talking.
I'm feeling really good.
Yes.
I'm feeling cock-a-hoop.
Right, okay.
So I want to have another kid.
Right. So, I see what you want to do. Text through 3483. Who's keen to have a kid with Hoyte J? Get
Yeah.
yourself in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher.
Well, I mean, I don't want to be inundated with people wanting to have my kid. It's just, I want it to
Do
see
you want to
how
happen naturally?
totally, organically.
Get hammered.
Yeah, and orgasmically. But I just wanted to know how you guys felt about that, because I know you guys sort of, you know, throw the old barb my way about my age and all that sort of stuff. And
No, I think it'll be good for you.
yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah.
It'll reinvigorate
Well,
me.
give
You know
me
what I
an
mean? Young life around you again.
yeah.
Well, the thing is, man, you're of a certain age. You've raised 4 daughters,
That's right.
and this is an opportunity for you to get it right.
yeah.
I mean, that's a fair point, Mogi. It's a fair point.
I was heavily against it, but now that's a good point.
Yeah,
I'm all for it, Jace.
It's like redemption.
Go get him, man.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks, fellas.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, yes, indeed, a bit of bush for your Tuesday evening. You got some text there, Keyzie, on 3483.
We do. You were just explaining to Mogi and myself about how you've been clucky lately and you're thinking of having another child.
Yeah.
Child number 5. Although not with your wife. You opened it up to the text machine. You had $50 night and day vouchers up
Yeah.
for grabs. People that are keen to breed with old Hoyte J. People are
For a $50 night and day voucher.
some really good stuff coming through here. I reckon 40% of it I can read
Yeah,
on the
sure.
radio without
That makes
getting
sense.
the sack. This one doesn't really make sense. Hoyte J can have a kid with Keezie's nips. That doesn't even make sense. What does that mean?
Well, I know that if I do have another kid, it's not going to go wanting for breast milk.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
I could just bring the little fella or fellas into the studio here and old Keyzie.
Sorry, just because
Wet nurse
Keyzie may or may not have giant nips doesn't mean that I can breastfeed a child.
Yeah, but you could sedate them.
Never say never.
They'd be overwhelmed by your humongous naps and fall
yeah,
asleep.
cool.
They'd end up with a gob on them like Mick Jagger, though, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Nothing
that's
wrong with
true.
that, Keyzie.
I love Mick Jagger. I'd rather do a number 2s in my hands and clap than breed with Hoyte J. That's not very nice. Oh, shit, that's from your wife as well. I'm keen, 34-year-old male, 120 kgs, 5'8", potent seed, slide into my DMs, Hoyte. You keen on that, man? Are you keen on that, man?
Oh, look, I'm open.
Is this good? Is this the radio you were after, by the way?
Yeah, totally.
How old's Hoyte J could get a great bulk discount on nappies for him and the
Oh,
baby?
yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
Senior diapers.
That's right, so that's smart. Look, keep the text coming through, 3483 if you're keen to breed with Hoyte J. And
Wow.
don't forget, there are $50 night and day vouchers up for grabs.
Also, coming up after 6 o'clock, as always, What's for Teen New Zealand with me, Keyzie.
Oh, true. Actually, it's Tuesday. Was it Tuesday?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So text us that. You also go in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher.
3483. Tell us what you're having for dinner, who you are, where you are as well. Just to add a bit of flavour, eh, fellas?
Yeah, beautiful. Here's the Foo Fighters.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
The Clash there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening. Yes, Keyzie.
Someone's just, if you've just joined us, Jase, you're keen to have another kid. You're a bit clucky. Text come through here on 3483. Your cluckiness probably explains why your nipples were tender and lactating earlier.
Oh, good point.
And continue to be.
Yeah, no, they weren't lactating. They were itching.
Yeah. So I think it's all tied together.
Yeah,
They
maybe.
stink as well, eh?
Yeah, they...
Yeah, my nipples reek.
Yeah. How do you like it, people making fun of your nipples, man?
Oh, look, I don't care.
You and the old burnt meat patties over there?
Yeah. Well, mine are more sort of a Polish sausage.
Yes, I'd say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget, after 6 o'clock, What's for Tea with me, Keyzie. Also, What's on the TV with me, Mike Minogue.
Two great segments. Get your text coming through on 3483. Tell us what you're having for dinner, and you can win a $50 night and day voucher.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It is the biggest show in the world, the Radio Hauraki Big Show. I think we're the highest rating show, not just in New Zealand, but in the South Pacific.
Is that true?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Far out.
Wow.
Wish someone had told me that.
I don't know that.
I didn't want to tell you that, Keyzie, because you get a big head and then not put the effort in.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I do that?
Now, listen, and our heads are big enough, let's be honest.
Well,
all
yours
of
and
us.
Mike's
Yeah,
are.
I've
Yours
got
and
big
Mike's
time.
are.
Yeah.
Now, listen, you are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and
Day. Just on night and day. Don't
Yeah,
forget.
that was good.
For the best milkshakes, thick shakes, and super thick shakes, head to Night and Day.
I believe it's the Mogi Special, Keyzie, you were saying.
Oh, it is too, actually.
What is that?
What the hell's a Mogi special,
At
Keyzie?
Night and Day.
Oh, the
you get
Mogi
a couple
special.
of charcoal. You get a bottle of charcoal tablets
For your wind.
which help with your gas, Keyzie. And it stops you from ripping ass in the morning.
Right.
I know you've been looking out for that as well, brother.
And this comes with the Mogi special, does it?
Yeah, that's a Mogi special.
Just
and
as well.
there's a bit of fish oil as well for general health. And
Oh, God. That's,
a packet of ciggies, but you can't open them till 2026.
I'm just a little bit
And,
worried about fish oil and ripping ass.
And a dozen beers, but you can't open them till 2026 either. And a packet of rubber joes. But you can't open
And all the
them
Joes.
till 2026.
Yeah, right, yeah. And a lollipop with a massive head on it. That's $12.99 actually at Night and Day, which is great.
Great stuff.
Hey, we do a
fellas.
podcast outro, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the podcast.
It comes out every single day at 7:30 along with a highlights package of the show. Here's today's little clip.
The only time my wife changes what she's going to wear is when I'm not happy.
With what she's wearing. Oh, he's back.
Just for the listeners out there, that's bullshit.
I don't think it is. I
You're a
don't think
piece
it
of
is.
shit,
That is
man.
bullshit.
That's
is not
shocking
true.
from you, man.
Clip that off.
Shocking.
That is
Yeah.
shocking, actually.
That was a poor. I can't believe you let us play that one.
Well, I tell you what that is. That is magnificent editing by Pugson.
to make you look good.
Just really,
because what you actually said.
really putting me out there. I'm telling you, Pugson and I, we're very close to fisties. I'm telling you.
You stop shortening it to fisties and say fisty cups, please.
I'm telling you, he's going to see a bit of the old fiery fisties from Hoyte soon.
Anyway, look, coming through up next on the old Hauraki Big Show. What's
Oh,
for
yes.
tea New Zealand with me, old Keyzie?
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
So text...
3483. Do
Yeah.
it!
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Midnight Oil there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening, but right now it's time for...
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie. That's right. It's the segment where you text through what you're having for dinner. We read it out, and you could win a $50 night and day voucher.
I'm not overly stoked about what I'm having for tea tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And it was my suggestion too.
What do you suggest?
Chicken wraps.
You and your big ideas. Chicken wraps, that's not good.
Yeah, it's not exciting,
No,
eh?
no, it's not
I don't
good.
like the wraps.
I guess you're probably a bit put off them because you've had 2 bags of chips and half a pizza in the last 12 minutes.
Actually, I should be fine, and I'll just sort of chew slightly, and then biff the rest.
Give it. Oh.
Actually, I might just quickly.
I was going to say give it to your dog.
Mogi.
Well, that actually, Mogies, seriously, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Where we have little scraps and you go,
Because it's years, isn't it? Years of habit.
Jason's
it is.
dog is no longer with us.
Yes.
Just so we're aware. Just a quick shout out to Hal's Pizza. Gray Lynn sent a pizza and with 2 slices of pepperoni on it, and that was it.
Pretty funny.
For my wedding anniversary, they're calling it the Keyzie Special. A lot of people texting through on 3483, including Giselle.
Sorry, what?
Giselle.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. She's lovely.
Yeah, from Invis.
Giselle Bunchen.
That's it.
Yeah.
She's having homemade lasagna.
Lasagna.
Always great.
Had that over the weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
You make one of the best lasagnas on planet Earth, from
Mate,
what I heard.
can I just say, as I said, we went to the batch and my daughter brought 2 of her friends.
And they were saying, oh, my God.
That is the best lasagna I've ever had. And I pre-made it before we went to the batch.
Yeah.
Jace, you're the man.
Actually, one of her friends, here's the thing, one of her friends said, because she stays over quite often, she said, it's always a highlight whatever you have for a meal. And I said, thanks, mate.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
She loves
I mean, you
the
are the
food.
man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If you just joined us, What's for Tea New Zealand, where Jace bangs on about how good he is at cooking.
And everything else, yeah.
Another text here. G'day, fellas. No name here, but I like the way this guy operates. G'day, fellas. Oh, no, Will. Will here.
Oh,
Smith.
Goodwill Hunting.
I think it's Goodwill Hunting.
Man, that's out of it, because he's fictional.
Yeah. And
Wow,
also, his
okay.
name's Will Hunting.
Yeah.
G'day, fellas. Will Hunting here, having old spag bowl for tea with old Lion Red at the old Waipu there.
Right, it's back-to-back Italian meals, Jace.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I make an amazing spag bowl with, but I won't give you
What do
that.
you put in it?
Pork mince and beef mince. It's the key.
Right.
That actually sounds, well, half of that sounds delicious.
What's the secret ingredient?
No, I'm not going to tell you that, Mogi.
Ooh, what do you do to it? What do you do to it, Hoyte J?
Give me more food, Keyzie.
G'day, fellas. Derek here.
Derek
Chisora.
Chisora.
I think I've done Derek a lot, haven't I?
You do, you love it, Derek.
I'm having none of your beeswax, Keyzie.
Oh.
So that's not very friendly, is it?
Nah.
That's
That's not
nice.
really food as such.
Nah. G'day, fellas. James here and Whanganui.
Oh, my God. James Earl Jones.
Hunganui.
Whanganui. It's always a confusing one, that one. I'm eating
Just Wanganui.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The local dialect there.
Yeah.
I'm eating an entire bag of Angel Bay meatballs, maybe with a bit of mayo and barbecue sauce.
Oh.
An entire ball bag.
How many balls in a bag?
I reckon if I had to guess, 12.
Right. Struth. Dozen.
Yeah, a dozen. Wait.
Dozen
yeah.
balls in a bag.
What were you, if you had to guess, Jace, what would you...
What are they called?
Meatballs.
Yeah, no, but what bag were they in?
Angel Bay.
Angel, but never heard of them.
That's a brand, yeah.
Right.
Ball bag.
I'd say probably, I'd go half dozen
Yeah.
Yeah.
balls in the bag.
Yeah, nice.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Led Zeppelin there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening. Let's talk TV! What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Wow.
bless
Did you
you.
hear that?
Yes.
Hey, fellas, I watched or rewatched Animal Kingdom the other night. It's on Netflix.
Oh,
And it's an Australian crime drama. And it's got Ben Mendelsohn in it.
Love him.
Yeah, this was his breakout role. So
It
he
was.
was very big in Australia throughout the 90s in particular. But he was a child actor as well, and he was big in the 90s. And then he was an alcoholic and a heroin addict.
Yeah.
And so the roles kind of dried up. But he came good here, and he starred in this film here. Great cast of individuals. Guy Pearce as well.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very good movie. Very, very well written. Directed by David Michaud, who then did The Rover, The King with Timothy Chalamet, Ding Dong, which is also, I think, on Netflix and is very good as well. And worth a look. I say watch it. Watch it. Watch it. It's great.
94% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Forget Rotten Tomatoes. It was a great movie.
It
was.
It is a great movie.
Have you seen that one, Keyzie?
No, I've never
It's a
even
great
heard of
one.
it.
Your missus would love it.
I watched,
Really?
started watching a series last night, and I think I should have maybe check before I went on air. I think it's called The Connection. And I think it's based on a true story, and it's in Sweden, where a young 8-year-old kid and a middle-aged woman get murdered on the street.
Oh, yeah.
In a very sort of suburban street, in the full view of someone watching it.
Wow.
And it's horrific. And it's one of, if you like that, I mean, you don't like that kind of thing, but if you like your crime sort of dramas, this is your classic kind of crime. I mean, obviously there's subtitles.
Is it gritty?
It's really gritty. And the lead investigator, his story is the classic. He becomes obsessed by the case. He loses his family and his wife and his kids because he's just obsessed by the case. And at the start of it, you think it's going to be a quick solve. And he himself goes, this will be a quick solve. We've got all the information we need.
Inflammation?
Not to be. 16 years later,
Wow.
He's
Spoiler.
still trying to find what's going on. And he's obsessed by it.
Is it a drama or
It's a drama.
Yeah.
What did you say, The Connection?
I think it's called
On
The
Netflix?
Connection. I don't even know
Don't
that,
know what
actually.
it's called and don't know where it is. So watch that tonight if you get the chance.
Maybe Prime, actually.
Maybe not.
And as I say, if you like that kind of thing, very good.
I do.
It's very good.
Scandi Noir, they call it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a movie?
No, it's a series.
Yeah, no, I can't find it. Sorry, mate.
It's
that's
not
cool.
called The Connection then.
No, it's called something else. My wife expressed...
Oh, maybe it's The Breakthrough.
My wife expressed interest last night for the first time in watching a James Bond movie.
Wow.
When we first got together,
Did you watch Octopussy?
no, we watched Casino Royale and she hated it.
Sure. Terrible movie.
Righto. It's only the best James Bond ever made.
Just joking.
Oh,
Have you seen them all?
Don't need to.
Yeah, right.
Don't need to.
That makes sense.
But hang on. Support and extend, please. She says, I'm open to watching a James Bond movie. Which one shall I watch? And I'm like, well, obviously Casino Royale. She said, oh, no, I tried to watch it. I didn't like it. So have you got any other suggestions? Of just a surefire winner James Bond movie?
And did you?
I'm asking you guys.
Oh, right.
I thought she'd asked
I thought you were
that.
still doing the conversation with
Oh,
you and your
right.
wife.
No, I'm
No,
sorry,
no.
Keyzie, I misinterpreted that.
Have you got any suggestions?
Well, I started watching all the Bond movies from the first Bond movie and watching them all the way through. I didn't get very far, though, for some reason. What's the one? Nothing with Timothy Dalton.
Okay.
Yes.
Sean Connery ones, I'm rewatching those as well, who is my favourite.
Yes.
Because he's got a menace to him and he's funny.
And he's hot.
But they're also very sexist.
Yes.
And all that sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go Pierce Brosnan then.
I'm not a big fan
Well-
of Pierce, and I wasn't a big fan of Roger Moore
No,
either.
neither was I.
Okay.
I think anything with Daniel Craig in it.
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Jet there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show. Just to confirm, by the way, our TV chat, it's called The Breakthrough, the show I was watching, and I think it's on Prime.
60% on Rotten Tomatoes and it's on Netflix.
Yeah. Don't, as I say, pay any attention to Rotten Tomatoes. I was at Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Hey, now, very exciting
Is
news.
it actually on Netflix? So he reviewed a show, didn't know the name of it, and then said the wrong network.
Yeah.
It said network?
Yeah, platform.
Platform, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, have you guys heard about the goat?
I have.
Yeah, it's back for
They've
another
got
year.
freaky eyes, eh?
What?
They do
Goats.
have freaky eyes. Do you know that goats frequently faint?
Well,
Yes.
there's a breed of goat called the fainting goat.
Is there?
Yes, and if you give them a little surprise,
They just
they
literally
just
keel over.
they fall over. It's funny.
Do you know what farmers use them for?
What's that, Keyzie?
They'll put them in with a herd of sheep,
Right.
So that when wolves come, all
Yeah.
the sheep run away, and the goat essentially faints, and the wolf eats the goat, and
Yeah.
the sheep are safe.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. But
Guess some good.
that is funny. isn't it? Yeah.
So why do they say sacrificial lamb then? Shouldn't it be sacrificial goat?
Because they
Yeah.
used to sacrifice lambs back in the day. It's
Yeah, they do.
completely different.
Until
Yeah.
they found out about the fainting goats.
Yeah, you got to get the
no.
fainting goat.
No, so
that's the trick.
the sacrificial
I would have
lamb.
thought a goat Keyzie was worth more than a lamb.
Who the hell's goat Keyzie?
Goat Keyzie, the greatest of all time Keyzie.
Well, and I would also argue that your goat feta is superior to your sheep.
My
or
goat
your-
fetish. How do you know I've got a goat
You know,
fetish?
to,
Who
to
told
any
you?
other kind of feta.
Oh,
feta.
theatre.
No, feta.
Is there a goat theatre?
Oh, yum, feta, yeah.
Speaking of which, I had a lovely feta and spinach pie last night.
Oh, that reminds me, actually. My daughter loves a spinach and feta ricotta.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a little ravioli thingy there. Yeah.
Sorry, what was
have
that
you-
about the goat, Keyzie?
The GOAT Countdown, man. The search for the greatest song of all time. It's back.
Why don't you say so?
My bad, fellas.
Yeah, talk about taking ages to get to the point.
So voting opened officially yesterday,
you
which is
kidding me?
exciting. It's flooding in already. 3483 is the number. Text the word GOAT through and we'll hit you back immediately with the voting form on your phone. It's super easy. We are searching for the greatest song of all time.
Yeah.
And we will have a countdown in a few weeks' time. And there's going to be an epic prize pack as well that everyone that votes will go in the draw for. We'll be announcing that soon. And it's all brought to you by the meatbox.co.nz delivering delicious, mouth-watering meat to your door nationwide.
And you get 3 picks.
I'm going to go with Hotel California.
Oh, the Eagles, nice.
Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Queen.
Yeah.
I reckon you should go like Maroon
And,
5.
hang on. And Stairway to Heaven.
Who's that by?
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, good stuff.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Tuesday. Your Tuesday. Done and dusted. Mogi, what are you up to tonight, mate?
Geez, that's a good question. I'll probably bring the duvet in because I had it washed after the dog puked all over it.
yeah.
So I'll bring that
yeah.
in, put that back together. Outside of that, man, not very much. Kill time. It feels like you get home and you're just killing time before you go to bed. So that's what I'll do.
I hear what you're saying. Big night for you and your mother-in-law and your wife tonight, Keyzie, your wedding anniversary, mate.
Well, it is my wedding anniversary, but we are delaying it by 1 week because my mother-in-law is up for a few nights.
Oh.
She wanted something sort of, maybe Chinese. She loves Dominion Road up here in Auckland, which is famous for its, heaps of Chinese delicious restaurants along there. I've chosen a hot pot. So we're all going to sit around a big pot of soup and dip our meat in it. So that'll be fun. We're doing that after the show, fellas.
Yum.
So yeah,
Good on you, man.
It's gonna be great. Thank
That's
you.
great. Can you get a few photos for us? We'll get them up on socials.
Yeah, that'll be good,
I'm not
actually.
taking photos of me and my mother-in-law, putting them on the Hauraki Big Show socials.
Well,
Why
can you
not?
just take photos of you putting your meat in a hot pot then?
Yeah. Just get some photos of your meat in a pot.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jase, what are you doing tonight, man?
Just chilling,
Oh,
man.
yeah, good on you. Hey, chill out, man.
I'm just
Who are you chilling with, man?
taking it easy tonight. With my wife.
Oh, can you chuck some photos of you chilling with your wife up on the social, man?
That's a good idea. And
Sure.
actually, I recommend you don't play any board games this evening with your short fuse.
Yeah, true.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm just going to chill and maybe I'll go for a walk after dinner just to aid my
Digestion. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
good, man.
yeah. Just to walk it out and stuff and maybe a board game and watch the rest
Well,
of
you just said you weren't going to play a board game.
The Breakthrough
yeah.
and on Netflix. And then go to bed and just have a nice snooze.
Cool, man. Well, do you want to wrap it up so we can get to it?
Well, I kind of just did.
I guess the short version is like when you get asked what you're up to tonight, and if that's your answer, Jace, you could just succinctly say not much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's no fun, Mogi. Thanks, everyone.
Hey,
Bye.
listen to the podcast. Check out the Instagram.